Coming up next on CTV News tonight, a heated council debate over virtual voting ends with an apology. We'll have details straight ahead.
And apologizing for remarks that were hurtful, insensitive, and not reflective of my respect and appreciation and admiration for all women.
Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. A controversial Prince George's Council resolution that affects women and workers' rights makes it out of a key committee after it is reconsidered for a second time. CR 78 would change procedural rules for the body, allowing remote participation during health emergencies and maternity leave. Council members remotely participated and voted during the pandemic until the state of emergency ended. When the measure did not make it out of committee the first time, supporters rallied around its sponsor, Crystal Oriatha, who is expecting her first child. Today, Councilmember Calvin Hawkins apologized for comments that he made that were perceived to be insensitive and changed his vote in favor of the resolution.
I am sincerely committed to taking full responsibility and engaging in healthy and effective dialogue and debate to make sure that I hear and respect the voices of the council.
I think the county council can do extraordinary things, but divided we can't do much at all. And so I want to hopefully see this council become more unified.
With their 2 votes, this will be able to pass. So I want to publicly thank Councilmember Franklin and Councilmember Hawkins. And I appreciate both of you had conversations with me and apologize, and I publicly want to also thank you for that.
And the measure passed the committee of the whole with 8 votes in favor and 3 abstaining. It now goes before the full council for a vote. Apartment security was the topic of a Prince George's Council committee today. CB 66 was heard before the council's Planning, Housing, and Economic Development Committee. The bill would require security surveillance at high occupancy dwellings and security guards at age-restricted senior housing residences.
We have people that when you come in the foyer type, they follow people in. I have actually had my lever on my door shaken 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. It's fearful. I'm on the first floor, but they can go up to any floor without any monitoring.
If there is apartment building for the security of our residents, it helps. We need to make sure that there are cameras, working cameras in the parking lot, egress area, so that people can know that if they're involved with any crime, they will be caught.
And Blagay says the bill may not have the needed votes for addressing security guards at senior facilities, but she does expect the surveillance camera requirement in apartment complexes to pass. The state releases assessment information for Maryland's public schools, but many of the metrics for Prince George's County indicate the need for improvement. In the areas of academic achievement at the elementary school level, the county received 7 out of a possible 20 points. In the area of academic progress, elementary schools scored just over 15 out of a possible 35 points. And the numbers for middle schools were similar. High schools received 13 out of 30 points in the area of academic achievement. To see the full report, you can go to the web address on your screen. And some Baltimore homeowners are suing BGE over the installation gas pressure regulators. The lawsuit alleges that the utility unlawfully installed the regulators at city homes. It also claims the company violated its contract with customers. According to the Baltimore Sun, a judge has extended a restraining order barring the company from installing regulators without customer consent. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. Still to come, interest rates are high, but people are still buying homes in Prince George's. We'll have details after the break.
Most Americans don't realize how difficult and how dangerous air travel can be for wheelchair users.
On average, 20 to 30 wheelchairs are damaged or lost by airlines every day.
Paralyzed Veterans of America has been leading the fight for change, but they need your support.
Join me in supporting Paralyzed Veterans of America.
We can make a difference.
Join the fight today.
Join PVA in the fight at pva.org.
Welcome back. The August housing numbers for our county are in, and according to the Prince George's County Association of Realtors, home values and demand remain strong. Closed home sales during August were up 4.6%, and new pending sales were up nearly 10% from July. Officials say the average sold price was nearly $436,000, which was down from July, but up 4.8% from August of 2022. Realtors say despite high interest rates, property is moving in Prince George's.
So the conversations that we're having with our buyers and sellers, now is the time. Don't wait, don't procrastinate, because you never ever know what tomorrow will hold. And we can see that. The market has been improving. All-time highs every month in 2023. We've been improving. So yes, the market in Prince George's County is very strong.
And for more information, go to pgcar.com. Well, the family of a Montgomery County bicyclist who was killed after she was hit by a truck is calling the sentence handed down to the truck driver unbelievable. Sarah Langdenkamp was killed in August of 2022 while riding her bicycle in a bike lane in Bethesda. The driver, Santos Martinez, pleaded guilty to causing the crash. He received a $2,000 fine and 150 hours of community service. The victim's husband says he doesn't feel as if justice was done. Both Langdenkamp and Martinez were heading south on River Road between Ridgefield Road and Little Falls Parkway when he turned right and hit her. 2 teenage boys are arrested for the strong-arm carjacking of a 77-year-old man. It happened last Friday night in Silver Spring. Investigators say the boys, ages 15 and 17, approached the man as he was getting out of his 2012 Toyota Corolla. And police say they hit the man, grabbed his car keys, and fled in the victim's car. Police caught the 2 and a 14-year-old teenager at about 3 o'clock in the morning in Bowie while allegedly trying to break into another vehicle. One was arrested at the scene. The other 2 were arrested after crashing the stolen Toyota. All 3 are being held. And County School Superintendent Millard House is gearing up for several town hall meetings. The first will be at High Point High School tomorrow, September 27th. The event will run from 6 p.m. until 8. The superintendent will also be at Oxon Hill High School on October 10th and Charles Flowers on October 18th. Meantime, a virtual town hall meeting is scheduled for October 23rd. And coming up later here on CTV News, Simon Buggs goes courtside with Lady Terps. Stay with us, we'll have more.
What's going on, sports fans? I'm here in College Park where I got a chance to talk to the head coach as well as some players from the UMD women's basketball team. I have more what they had to say coming up in a bit. Don't go anywhere.
There is health in togetherness. Staying active and connected to friends and family keeps you on your game and still going strong. Learn how you can stay active, healthy, and connected at cdc.gov/stillgoingstrong.
Thanks for staying with us. Well, if the squirrels don't get fallen acorns off your oak and dogwood trees, Maryland's Department of Natural Resources would like them. The office is collecting acorns and other seeds to replenish the state's nursery. Seedlings are grown for eventual use in parks, school properties, and reforestation efforts throughout Maryland. The nursery uses thousands of pounds of white oak and chestnut oak acorns. Those species in particular are dealing with some disease issues and need replenishing. And the 4th Annual World Cultural Festival will take over the National Mall starting this Friday. The festival will feature a football field-sized stage hosting hundreds of musicians and dancers at a time. Now, food from dozens of countries as well as morning yoga. There will also be a tribute to the 50th anniversary of hip-hop featuring Curtis Blow, Chirac, Sequence Girls, DJ Cool, and more than 200 breakdancers.
At this festival, there will be over 17,000 artists representing cultures, from 60 different countries. The performances will happen on a stage that is the size of a football field. There'll be artists such as Skip Marley, the grandson of the incomparable Bob Marley. There will be 1,000-person gospel choir, Chinese choir, and dance. There will be, all types of dance performances from all over the world, Ukrainian dancers.
And the World Cultural Festival takes place this Friday through Sunday at the National Mall and is completely free. For more information, visit wcf.artofliving.org. Well, a foundation that strives to get more women of color on the green is hosting a golf tournament later this week. The Prince George's chapter of Queens on the Greens Foundation is hosting its 2nd annual golf tournament here at the Oak Creek Golf Course, and that will take place this Friday, September 29th. The foundation is the brainchild of lawyer Angela Solomon, who wanted to bring women golfers together. Organizers say the money raised through Friday's tournament will provide educational scholarships for young golfers in the county.
So the mission of Queens on the Greens is to afford opportunities to minority youths that's underrepresented in the community of golf. And so we actually provide scholarships, we provide funding to help them further their golf career. We have a huge tournament coming up. This is our 2nd year. We are 135 deep in terms of players, and so we are sold out.
And the foundation now has 4 chapters, which include Metro Detroit, Chicago area, North Dallas, and Prince George's. For more details on Queens on the Greens, you can visit the website on your screen.
Okay, everyone, it's time for your Tuesday sports page. We'll start with some Terp sports news. Practice is in full swing for the UMD women's basketball team as the start of the season gets closer and closer. The Lady Terps have a bunch of new faces joining them this year, and head coach Brenda Fries talked about the impact these players can make this season.
They have blended in tremendously, and I think that's a great thing. When you're freshmen, I always say don't look like freshmen. That's a great thing. Riley Nelson has really kind of, separated herself here early with just her effort and her energy and just, being a really versatile guard for us. But really, all of them, when you talk about your transfers, you have Jakia Brown-Turner, who has a ton of experience, and all, 4 of our freshmen have really done a nice job kind of putting their head down and working and really acclimating to get as comfortable as possible to be able to help us.
CTV Sports caught up with guard Riley Nelson, and she touched on what it's been like being coached by Fries so far.
She's going to push me. I know she's going to push me, but she's also going to encourage me. She does a really good balance of, getting on you, but then, praising you for when you do what she wants, what she asks of you. But so far, it's been great.
The Lady Terps will open up the season versus Harvard on November 6th. Switching to high school sports, the Wasp High School football team was in action over the weekend. The Pumas will secure their 3rd win of the season, blowing out Oxon Hill 64-0. The Pumas putting up such a high amount of points is nothing new, and head coach DeLon Parrish explained what makes this offense so special.
Well, when the young men dedicate themselves to playing as a team, right, then we can exploit all the different areas of the field. In this offense that we run, we're able to attack it from high, low, inside, outside, and all over. When the kids put aside their egos and allow the offense to do that, then we can extremely score a lot of points, and we can do that pretty much on anybody.
The Pumas will be in action again, taking on Laurel High School on Friday. And that is your Tuesday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
And that wraps up our CTV News Update. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.